You can see he looks okay. It was a hit apparently in that game the other night as we are ready to go. Jackson State and Louisville, and here is the freshman, Mikel Brown. Cards just an absolute obliteration of South Carolina State. Jackson State kind of ran into a buzzsaw the other night at Illinois as well, and a turnover on the first Louisville possession. Now, not a
see Jackson State opening the game in a 2-3 zone, looking to give a little bit of a different look to open up the game against University of Louisville.
They had a little bit of a rough start the other night against Illinois. Illinois hit 7 threes in the first couple minutes of the game. We see Dorian McMillan, the SWAC freshman of the year last year. Daeshun Ruffin, the SWAC preseason player of the year. Jamie Mitchell. Devin Reed, the former Louisville player. People remember him. He was on one of Kenny Payne's rosters a couple years ago. He had 19 points in their opening loss at Illinois the other night. Mitchell drives in. He gets one up and in off the glass. Louisville led South Carolina State the other night 24-2. Illinois led Jackson State 24-3. Well, they get off to a good start here tonight. The lob, and it's through with the dunk on the lob from Mikel Brown.
And that's what you want to do against a zone. You want to penetrate the middle of the zone, get it to collapse. He throws a nice lob there to Sanan Defoe for the jam.
Tigers answer right back. That was Dorian McMillan with the basket. We're going to get a foul up front on McMillan. Called by Tony Chiazza up front. Our officials tonight are Lee Cassell, Tony Chiazza, and Matt Potter. This is the 4th overall meeting between these two. Louisville has won the first 3. Ryan Conwell, Sanan Defoe, Mikel Brown, Khani Rooths. The only change in the starting lineup at McNeely, and Rooths goes right to the basket, takes the hit, and then takes a kick to the face on the ground as well. Inadvertent, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. What'd you think of Rooths the other night?
Had an outstanding game. As you see him shot fake there, attacking the basket, gets undercut by Koloff. He has so much versatility. Showed it and put it on display in the South Carolina game. Getting to the foul line, getting rebounds, just active all around and getting himself engaged in the game. As you see him getting started off early here, getting himself to the line for a chance for 2 points.
He was 3 for 5 from the line the other night. It's his first one tonight. 20 points, 7 rebounds. Again, a career high for him the other night. Grew about an inch and a half in the offseason, and just all kinds of potential in this young man, Larry.
A legit 6'9", 6'10", if you ask me, with athleticism, man. But you just see his confidence growing and growing the more that he plays, and it's only going to make this team that much better as they get into the season.
McMillan, guarded by Brown, kicks it over. This is Ruffin, the preseason SWAC player of the year. Played at Ole Miss as well. Very talented young man. He can score in bunches. Scored over 2,300 points in high school. And we're going to get McMillan's 3 is off, and Roots with the rebound.
Well, he started at Ole Miss, so he's used to playing at a high level, so arenas like this don't bother him.
Well, again, they just played in the home opener at Illinois the other day in Champaign. Another highly, well, they're going to, every game they play is going to be, they play 4 top 20 teams in their first 5 games.
Yeah, they got a gauntlet of a schedule.
Ruffin gets a little space, and his jumper goes down and comes back out, and then the foul as Roots got the rebound. Their coach, Mo Williams, an NBA champion with the Cleveland Cavaliers back in 2016. Played 14 years in the NBA for 7 different teams. This is his 4th season at Jackson State. His team picked to finish 3rd in the SWAC. And one of the teams they're picked to finish behind, Bethune-Cookman, took Auburn to overtime the other night. So what a nice guy, too, Mo is, huh? About your age?
Great guy. Came out of high school, both 2001, played against him multiple years. Great shooter.
With another
throwing it down.
We'll see one of Mo Williams' sons, Mike Williams, will come in and play here. He's got another son on their bench, Kadarius. He has 7 sons there.
He's got a starting 5
and he's still trying for a daughter, he told me.
Two bench players.
From 26 to 3, the span of his kids.
That's what you call active, Kent.
Devin Reed, who played for Louisville a couple years ago, misses the 3. Conwell's triple goes in, then out, then back down again.
And that all started because Mikel Brown pushed the ball.
We're going to see some action here. This team lost 113-55 to Illinois. And as Conwell misses the three in the corner, through with the rebound, kicks it back out to Brown for another triple try. Can't get it to go, and the Tigers get the rebound. And here comes McMillian.
It's a nice move by Dorian McMillian. Slow Euro step.
The SWAC freshman of the year last year, preseason first team all SWAC selection. And see who that foul is on. Foul on Daeshun. His second. Your team fourth foul already. And how about this, Larry? Daeshun Pryor checking in for the first time this season.
Our crowd favorite last year. It's great to see him coming back from his injury, making his debut this season, checking into the game.
Why the standing ovation? Well, because it's been 343 days since Daeshun Pryor has played. 11 months, 9 days ago, he was injured in the Bahamas. Chucky Hepburn kind of fell back a little. Nice pass by Kobe Rogers on the baseline. Ali Khalifa. November 29th, 2024 against Oklahoma. Suffered that ACL injury. Back on the court now. As Larry saves me. Thank you. You just saved my life. Ball coming right at me. Larry reaches out and grabs
Maybe I should have switched to baseball.
I thought you might pop the three.
Shortstop. I could have been a nice shortstop kid. Louisville on that last set ran a back screen against the zone, similar to what they did on the opening play, able to convert with Ali Khalifa underneath the basket. Great execution.
Did you ever come back from an injury? You ever had a serious injury that you?
I didn't, man. I was fortunate enough, Kent, even through my professional years, I never had any serious injuries, man. And so I wouldn't know what Daeshun's going through, but I can tell you that some of the injuries that have kept me out maybe for a month or so, the rehab and the mental aspect of coming back is usually the toughest part, not the physical.
Conwell's three off. Rogers got a hand on it, but the Tigers are going to come up with that. That's Reed who grabs it in the lane. And here they come. Ruffin guarded by Adrian Woolley. Reed with the drive. His jumper off the back of the rim, and here come the Cards pushing it up. Conwell will go to the line. That's something. He gets to the line.
He does, pushing it fast in transition, getting himself an opportunity against the non-set defense.
Cards with an early 11-6 lead on Jackson State. Nice pass inside to Savannah. Through for the slam.
Now you see him, he's always walking with a smile on his face, man. Really just enjoys being out there playing the game.
Ron Conwell misses the first of two free throws. Cards now 2 of 3 from the line. Conwell, who's played at South Florida, Indiana State, and Xavier, a preseason first-team All-ACC selection, knocks in the second free throw for a 12-6 lead. Cards with Isaac McNeely, Adrian Woolley, Ali Khalifa, Kobe Rogers, and Daeshun Pryor on the court right now. And with the ball right now is Mike Williams, the son of Mo Williams. And turns it over. They try to pass it to Ruffin. Loose ball. Woolley comes up with it for the Cards.
Louisville applying some pressure, trying to force the tempo, create turnovers just like that as Adrian Woolley scoops to the basket. I know he's happy to see the ball going in. Struggled the last couple of games, and he's got to like to see the ball going through the net, getting easily.
Reed with the air ball three. Rogers, the long pass to McNeely in the corner for a triple. And he got it.
That's what he does. Coming off a 5 for 11 game against South Carolina State. Knocking down 5 triples from behind the arc.
Cards on a 15-2 run to take a 17-6 lead here in the early going against Jackson State. Ruffin gets to the basket. A nice baseline cut there by Jalen Tatum, but he couldn't get it to go. They come up with a loose ball and another miss in the lane. 2 Tigers fighting for it. We're going to get a jump ball, and that'll be possession back to Jackson State. With
Jackson State doing a good job of getting in the paint, just not finishing at the rim.
Khani Rooths checks back in for Louisville. by Jealous Zugris, who's having a blast, by the way. He came over before the game and was talking to us. He's loving life as a Louisville basketball player. He checks in.
Z is the definition of relentless.
He was showing off a little floater in the warm-ups. I asked him about it. He said, that's my shot.
It is.
I don't know if we've seen that
If you
yet in
watch
the game.
highlights and clips of him when he played in Greece, that is his shot. Short roll to a nice floater. Tatum
with the highlighter yellow shoes can't get the three to go. You better be able to shoot. You're gonna wear shoes like that, Larry.
Yeah, you're gonna wear those. You gotta have some game to back it up.
Coach Mo Williams has got some fancy shoes on over there, but he's got the game to back it up, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he can play. He can play.
Kobe for Zugris. Drives in, got that paint touch, and then the pass out to Rooths, who misses the three. They want to get 50 paint touches, and we see if they're really moving the ball. We've seen that early going into the season.
That was one thing that really improved upon their game from the first 3 games that they played to South Carolina State. They really reversed the ball. They do the extra pass, go from good shot to a better shot, as Woolley finds Z there for the lay-in.
I think from Woolley, like, there are big expectations obviously coming for the CUSA Freshman of the Year, but it's just a matter of getting out there and playing and it reacting, not thinking so much, because he can clearly do it.
That's it. He's just got to find his way of.
Oh my goodness!
Khani trying to catch a body on the rim.
A little pick and roll, Woolley, the nice pocket pass to Zugris, who gathers himself in the lane and then goes up and finishes with the left. And
Z doing a good job of keeping the defender on his back on the roll and being strong and finishing around the rim. If it was one person I would want to set the pick and the pick and roll on the team, it would be Zugris.
That's a significant pick.
It is a wide frame there.
Who was your pick? I mean, Otis George couldn't set a pick.
Ellis Miles got me open. Ellis Miles got me open.
Ellis could also get a triple-double.
He could, man. He was a triple threat, man.
The Tigers, 1 of their last 11 from the field. Cards on an 18-2 run right now as they've extended this lead to 20-6, and Rooths knocks in that free throw as well. Khani with 4 points off from the line after his career-high 20-point effort the other night. If you're just tuning in, Javon Hadley not available for Louisville tonight due to concussion protocol. Took a hit the other night in their win over South Carolina State, but Kason Pryor is back. He saw a few minutes of action already. His first action since last November. Mike Williams, the coach's son, with the three from the top of the key, can't get it to go. And we're going to get a foul underneath on that rebound. You talked to Coach before the game. He says his son can play a little bit.
He can. Mike Williams, his son, is a baller. He said he had opportunities to go elsewhere and play, but chose to stay home and play for his dad at Jackson State. And he's got some game. He's young, big-time recruit coming out of high school, won a couple of championships down in Mississippi. He's going to be a player for his coach.
Williams comes up with the loose ball. Here's Ruffin again. He is quick, man.
Ruffin scrambled Z and like some eggs right there.
You see the Cards' leading scorers on Monday. 20 points for Rooths. McNeely with 17, hit 5 triples. The freshman Mikel Brown on cue for 3. Can't get it to go, but he had 11 points and 6 assists the other night. On the floor. Cards lead it 21-8 in the early going on a 12-2 run right now.
For the game, he uses that as a recruiting tool. He loves to give these guys the experience of playing on the big stage. And his main focus is wanting to prepare these guys for conference play around January, so his guys will be ready when it comes to SWAC play.
Tatum drives in, and I thought we might get a charge, but Flew looked like he was there, but we're going to get a block. And Jalen Tatum with his highlighter shoes is going to chance to go to the line. We'll see. What do you think?
It's a bang-bang play. Sananda kind of jumped off. I think Sananda leaving his feet. Sort of a blocking call, but it could have went either way. It looked like he was set. I think he just has to keep his feet planted on the ground.
Tatum to the line for a pair of free throws. That was just the second foul on the Cards. Tatum a 71% free throw shooter last season. Knocks in the second one, and it's 21-9.
Jackson State applying a little bit of pressure here, trying to get Louisville out of rhythm.
Fouls on number 24, Ruffin. That's his first. 17th foul.
First foul on Ruffin, but the 7th on the Tigers. The Cards are already in the bonus here. You mentioned how quick the half was going. Might slow down here now. 11:41 left. Louisville's headed to the line for
He'll shoot.
one in the bonus for Conwell, who is 1 for 2 from the line so far tonight. 4 points.
It's great for Louisville. You want to attack every chance you get in transition, opportunities on closeouts. Jackson State obviously not wanting a foul, being in the bonus. Great opportunity to attack the rim.
Conwell knocks in the front end. Isaac McNeely, Mikel Brown, Conwell, Frew, and Rooths on the court for the Cards. Another free throw for Conwell, and the Cards lead at 23-9. Louisville with 6 assists on their 7 baskets. Maybe one of the more impressive things for this team early in the season is their passing.
It is. And like I said before, each game they've gotten better, and it was really noticeable in the South Carolina State game with 23 assists, where they had good shots, but they made the extra pass for better shots.
I was waiting for, they want to hunt great. That's what Coach Kelsey says, hunt great.
And the way these guys shoot the ball, the percentages will go up even higher with that mentality.
McMillian with a little fadeaway jumper on the baseline. Conwell's got a little path in the lane, but he is rejected by Kobe Butler. And the Tigers have a chance to cut into this 12-point deficit.
Jackson State looking a lot more comfortable in this game than they did in the Illinois game on Monday.
Well, Illinois hit like 10 threes.
Yeah, it was.
Plus, they're all 7 feet tall. Oh, Ruffin, goodness. I don't know how he got that up, but Roots saves it under the basket. Frew comes up with the loose ball. Conwell says, did you say 3?
3 ball. He can fill it up quick. He can fill it up quick.
That is his second triple of the night. Pryor and Woolley set to check into the next dead ball for the Cards. Shot clock under 10 seconds. Jamie Mitchell on the baseline, deflected and stolen by Brown. Maybe quick with that one.
Yeah, could have had an opportunity to attack there. As you see him here getting in the paint, kicking it out to Ryan Conwell for the easy 3.
That's what Coach Kelsey loves. The paint touch, the dish for the 3. 26-11. Louisville leads it as Roots and McNeely head to the bench. Right now we have Woolley, Pryor, Brown, Conwell, and Frew on the court for the Cards. There's Mitchell, who's trapped. That's one thing you're going to get out of Pryor. Just so active.
That was one thing he was really good at last year, was jumping, pick and roll traps, trapping in full court. He's got great hands, getting his hands on a lot of deflections, getting a lot of ball, create easy opportunities to get in transition.
And also a big guy like this who can guard as Ruffin goes by him, but he's relatively well. He's still, but I mean, that's about as quick as guys are going to face.
Ruffin is a blur. He's out there just having his way on those islands.
What do you think it does for Pryor, though, just to see the ball go through the hoop?
Oh, tremendous amount of confidence. And it's good to see him out here playing. It doesn't look like he's thinking or laboring on that leg.
He's having fun.
Yeah, you can see him breathing a little heavy, though. He's got to get that cardio back up.
McMillian for 3. That was a good shot, though.
It was.
Number 11, Roger.
Kason Pryor back on the court for the Cards for the first time in over 11 months. Look at this, the double team. He gets the deflection, the steal, and then he glides in for the little finger roll layup.
Giving it to the crowd.
28-13. Louisville shooting 47% from the field. Just 3 for 10 from 3 so far. We're going to get a foul up front of Woolley guarding Mike Williams.
14, Adrian Woolley, that's his first 13th foul.
It's the 13th foul on the card so far. Not sure what's going on with Kobe's arm there. He's got a pretty good tape job. Kobe Rogers guarding the inbound. McMillian with another 3.
He was bound to get one to go. The preseason second-team all-SWAC player trying to find his range.
He's got 9 quick points in this one, and now 28-16. Woolley inside the basket and the foul.
Great pass from Ali Khalifa. Set the nice rub screen. Got Adrian Woolley open on the curl to the basket, and Adrian able to finish through contact, giving himself an opportunity to go to the line and complete the three-point play. It's a great rub screen there. Adrian finishing through the contact and one.
He's just a scorer. He and Conwell are both, both lefties, both very comfortable in the paint.
I think that's the strength of his game. He's a great shooter, but the strength of his game is attacking the basket, getting to the foul line. Sort of reminds me of a the kid that played for Duke. R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett. Conwell steps into the 3 and hits it, and just like that, the Cards are up 34-16 as they apply some pressure now and trap in the corner. McMillian pulls up with a 3 and dies it on the back of the rim and drops it in.
It's 2 for 2 on these last few possessions, and all you need to do is see it go through the rim.
He's up to 12 points.
Pace of the game is picking up here a little bit.
Oh, goodness! Ali Khalifa with a beautiful dish, and Daeshun Pryor rises up and throws it down.
With the wizardry and the block on the defensive end. Louisville with the momentum.
Rogers almost kept that one alive.
Jackson State not slowing it down.
McMillian to Mike Williams, and he hits the triple.
Williams for 3.
Cards up 36-12. Conwell and McMillian each with 12 points so far. Another nice pass from Khalifa to Pryor. He's fouled, and the big fellow will get a chance to go to the line as he gets into a triple, but this crowd in full throat for Daeshun Pryor. He is back. Game. It was the second game of the year last year, and the Vols came in here and punched the Cards right in the mouth, and it was kind of an eye-opener.
It was, but it was a good lesson learned for that team, and they were able to take it forward for the next games when you play at Kentucky and you play other big SEC, ACC opponents. Take that learning experience and take it and prepare yourself to become a better team and get ready for March.
Pryor misses the first free throw. He's 2 for 2 from the field in his first game since November of last year. And comes up short on the second one as well. But Zugris with the rebound misses, and then Pryor comes in there and almost got the tip in, but Zugris got fouled, and now he'll go to the line.
Fouls on number 4, Devin Reed. That's his 10th team foul.
Third foul already on former Card Devin Reed.
Zugris, he'll shoot 2.
Zugris was 1 for 2 the other night from the line. I'm sorry.
Prior to Zugris coming into the game, we saw Ali Khalifa made a series of great passes. And it just goes to show you his IQ. He was able to make eye contact with a couple of players where the defender couldn't see him. But as long as you and your teammate are on the same page, you consider open. It's almost like in football, the quarterback throwing the back shoulder throw to his receiver.
Like Ellis Miles back in the day, Larry?
Best passer I played with.
And the key for you guys, you all move so well. You move with the ball, but without the ball. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
It does. And when you play with a guy like Ali, who's a willing passer, who's a great passer, it makes you want to cut harder, move faster, and really try to get open. Because if you get open, he's going to find you with the opportunity to score.
Ruffin with the pull-up 3, and he gets that to go. He can score in bunches. Had a 37-point game last year. Willie gets to the basket and draws yet another foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Fouls number 24, Ruffin, his second.
It's a second foul on Ruffin. Reeves already got 3 fouls.
Louisville doing a good job of attacking the paint, putting pressure on Jackson State, forcing these guys to commit fouls.
Woolley one from the line so far tonight, and the Kennesaw State transfer knocks in the first free throw. By the end of the year, I feel like he's going to be a key piece for this team because there's a lot of potential in this young man.
He is. He's going to be a key piece. He's the motor to that second unit. He's coming in, providing a spark, scoring spark, and just lift these guys up when they need a, just when they need a momentum boost coming off, and the starting 5 sometime may not be playing well. He's going to provide that spark for the team.
Cards up by 15. Ruffin guarded by Woolley. Mike Williams with Ruffin. He is extremely difficult to stay in front of him.
Got a quick first step, able to get in that paint.
Second foul on Woolley with 6:17 left here in the first half, but just the 4th team foul on the Cards. They're already in the double bonus, but it'll just be a baseline out of bounds here for the Tigers. Trailing 40-25. They're shooting 40% for the field. U of L shooting 52%. The Cards 4 for 12 from 3. The Tigers 4 for 11 from 3 so far. And we got a couple double-figure scorers, Conwell and McMillian, each with 12 so far. Ruffin gets that one to go over Woolley.
Ruffin's getting in his bag and scored a back-to-back possessions there and starting to feel good. You see him with a smile on his face.
You score over 2,300 points in high school, Larry. That's doing something.
I think you got the confidence
How
to
many
put
did
the
you
ball
have
in the
at Mail?
basket. I had just
2,000?
I just had under 2,000.
Okay.
I played with some good players. I played with a guy named Chris Shoemate, who was a really good player. And
Kobe Rogers with a corner 3. And then the deflection from Woolley. Shoemate, pretty good coach too.
He is. He is.
Number 12, Delano Williams in for Jackson State.
There's the paint touch for Rooths, and then the pass for the corner 3 for Kobe Rogers, and he gets that to go.
Again, we talked about earlier, these guys playing for your teammate. As you see Khani weaving the baseline there, finding Kobe Rogers in the corner for the knockdown 3.
Cards with a 20-4 advantage in bench points. Yeah, that's South Carolina State, but it was a while before their starters ever scored. It was such a strange game, but this Jackson State team, they've got some scores. Now, this is a team that will compete for the SWAC title. They're going to be right there.
They are. You see Ruffin, you see McMillan, the 2 guys that lead the charge for these teams, and those 2 guys get hot. They can carry a team to a victory. But Kent, as you get into January, February, March, your second unit becomes more and more important because guys start to wear down. And when you take your starters out, you don't want to have any sort of drop-off. And that's where separation comes between good teams and great teams. So in some way, these guys are more important than your starting lineup.
Roots was doubled on the baseline, tried the one-handed pass out of that, and it didn't quite work. Ruffin takes it away from Woolley. Something tells me this is going up, no?
He had McMillan wide open in the corner and missed him.
Roots the long pass to Woolley, and a turnover. Of the 10 Cards who've played, Larry, 9 of them have scored. You know who the one who hasn't so far?
Mikel Brown.
Yeah.
Mikel Brown.
The freshman still scoreless, 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3, but not in any way forcing anything when he's out there. Louisville with 3 turnovers in their last 3 possessions. Right now it's Conwell, McNeely, Frew, Brown, and Kaysen Pryor back on the court for the first time since November of last year. Pryor with 4 points in 6 minutes so far.
Well, he's letting it come to him. He's missed a couple of threes, but he's just got to work it and get himself an easy one, get to the foul line, especially being in the bonus. Great opportunity to attack the paint. He does a great job of using his athleticism, getting in there. So it'd be good to see him use his athleticism, get to the paint, get himself to the foul line, and get himself an athletic finish at the rim.
That foul was on McNeely, but just the 5th team foul on the card. So another baseline out of bounds for the Tigers. 20 seconds on the shot clock. A little over 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Louisville leads at 43-27. A step back jumper. The big fella can shoot. Daeshun Kolev, but can't get that one to go. Brown, the nice dish to Frew with the catch underneath, but blocked by Tatum from behind. And McMillion's going to push it up, and I'm not sure what that shot was, Larry.
Frew's got to go stronger to the basket. Biggest man on the court, he's got to be able to finish. Cards are going to need him to finish around the basket.
Cards lead at 43-27, and Ryan Conwell headed back to the line to extend it. 3:40 left in the first half. Hitting some threes here in the KFC Yum Center. McMillian, Ruffin, Williams. 3 different Tigers have hit triples. They're 4 for 12 from 3. They trail Louisville 43-27. McMillian has hit a pair and has a team high 12 points. There you see Ruffin, the preseason SWAC Player of the Year.
And if you talk to Coach Williams, one thing he really encourages his guys to do is play basketball. If you're open, shoot the ball. If you got confidence in your game and your ability, let it fly. You can see these guys, they're shooting 4 out of 12 from 3, but if they're open, they're taking a shot.
Much improved effort for them from the other night where they fell behind 24-3. I mentioned Illinois hit 8 threes in the first 10 minutes of that game, but they also out-rebounded Jackson State in the early going there 15-1. And right now the Cards with an 18-13 rebounding advantage. So probably doesn't hurt that Illinois has about 15 7-footers. Right. Every player on their roster, so they have every Avicic they get.
6'9" small forward.
And they all shoot threes. Conwell, 1 for 2 there from the line. And the lead is 45, or hit them both. He's 14 points now. The game high. Mitchell out front, drives on Pryor. Got by him and got the left-handed shot to go up off the glass.
It's a good move there by Jamie Mitchell, attacking Case and Pryor off the bounce.
Brown with a great kick back from McNeely, who's almost automatic there, especially when he's that wide open.
It was a great play by Brown coming off the pick and roll, and a great find. Hit McNeely on the lift out of the corner for the wide open 3.
McNeely's taking 2 shots. Williams gets inside him. McNeely can't get it to go. The rebound for Brown. Cards with an advantage here as they push it up, and they'll get another triple try from McNeely, and that one comes up short. Pryor with the rebound and the follow.
Doing a great job just being active. Got a little rest on the bench, and now he's energized.
He's aggressive from the get-go on his return.
He is, and that's what the University of Louisville basketball team needs.
Well, number 0, Mikel Brown. That's his first 16.
You see Ryan McNeely taking a shot there, Case and following it up, finishing through contact.
Give him credit for running to the rim there when, you know, you would normally think that's almost automatic. McNeely. You know what else Pryor does, though, Larry, that I'm not sure there's another player on the roster? He gets the crowd involved. I mean,
he does. He's the emotional leader of this team and brings a sense of energy. I think, you know, we talk about Javon Hadley, Javon being the leader of the team. He brings a sense of confidence, but
he's kind of the glue.
Pryor brings the emotional energy to the team.
Mike Williams with another triple. The coach's son with his second 3 of the night. And they're back within 18.
That kid is a player.
If you're just joining us, Brown with a turnover over in the corner. Here comes Mitchell for the Tigers. Scramble, and are they going to call a jump ball, or are they just going to let him wrestle? I guess not. Ruffin comes up with it. 16 on the shot clock for Jackson State, down by 18 points with just over a minute and a half left to play here in the first half, and he's a little tough to stay in front of.
Louisville switching there on the pick and roll. Ruffin liked his matchup.
Mitchell can't get it go. Williams is active, though. Got that deflection out there and might have twisted his ankle a little bit. And we'll see if Brown can hit his first shot of the night. He does with a pull-up three. He's
good
like,
shot
finally.
Yeah, it was a good shot in transition, a good rhythm shot. He was wide open. Nobody stopped the ball. He was able to knock it down. Looked at himself like, finally, able to knock it down.
An answer from Mitchell from the corner. And we'll get a quick timeout. Now, every Card who has played.
It is with enthusiasm. You know, you just got to love a guy that just boosts energy, not only into the fan base, but into the coaching staff, the players, everybody that he comes in contact with, man, just, you know, they walk away saying the same thing, like, great guy, great energy about him.
Saw him at a speaking engagement for Simmons College the other day. He talked about holding DeJuan Wheat to 37 when Coach Kelsey was a freshman at Wyoming, and the Cards went out there and beat the Cowboys of Joby Wright.
I'm sure he's not alone on that list.
DeJuan was a little quick, too.
He was. As Jackson State comes out in an aggressive 2-3, Louisville rotating the ball.
Drive on the baseline just as the shot clock's expiring. Brown gets it off. Woolley with the offensive rebound, and McNeely will get a three again, and now he goes halfway down and rims out. And Matt Potter says off the deflection, it's going to be Jackson State ball. Conwell, Brown, Woolley, McNeely, and Khalifa on the court right now for U of L. Rooths was trying to check in, but he's not going to. Jackson State can hold it here for the final shot if they so choose, down by 18. And much improved performance from them from their opener here in the first half. Ruffin guarded aggressively by Conwell, and that's going to be the 7th team foul, so Ruffin's going to get a chance to shoot some free throws, at least one.
That puts Jackson State in the bonus.
With 14.7 seconds left here in the first half. The first personal foul on Conwell.
Ruffin at the line, he'll shoot the 1-1.
And again, just the 7th on the team. Daeshun Ruffin, the preseason SWAC Player of the Year. Has a chance to get himself into double figures here if he can hit this front end.
Really getting into the paint at will. Nobody from Louisville's team really able to keep him in front of him.
That's one thing that this where you're going to miss Chucky Hepburn, because he was as good of a defender on the ball as we've had here, as Louisville's had here in a while.
Arguably the best defensive guard in the country last year.
Miss on the front of the 1-1. Pat Kelsey with a quick timeout with 11.3 seconds left. He'll get it. It's up to the doctors to determine that. He looked okay, though, when we saw him on the bench. And he is in the arena, which is encouraging. All right, one final shot here for Louisville. Out of that timeout, they get it into Khalifa in the post. And the big fella with the pass to Rooths for the jam.
Going up high, young fella. You saw Louisville trying to run a environment to be in. Whether you were playing here in Louisville, whether you were playing in Lexington, it was just a great game to be a part of and have that experience.
Right out of the halftime break, Mikel Brown with another assist, and Frew goes high for the slam.
In true Pat Kelsey fashion, opening up the half with the back screen to get his big man involved in the game. Easy dunk for Sananda Frew.
Devin Ree, the former Card for Jackson State, had 3 fouls in that first half as Mitchell gets the drive to go.
That was impressive.
Sananda is like the Wiley Brown of this. You know, Wiley Brown, the 1980 championship team, they always got Wiley the first shot of the game. They get Sananda the first shot of each half. And it's usually a dunk.
And that's what you want to get him energized, get him engaged. And now he becomes a defensive presence. Now he gets every rebound. He gets involved. He's running.
Take us through this, Larry, because he gets the screen there from McNeely.
As you see, Isaac McNeely set that back screen. Isaac McNeely's man can't help because he's such a shooter, but even if he did, he's being guarded by Daeshun Ruffin. And I think a lob contest, I think Sananda Frew is going to win over Daeshun Ruffin every time.
Larry, you were a bit of a shooter, if I'm not mistaken. 163 threes in your career here at Louisville. You can check that. I think that's, is that right? I think that's right. You probably know.
It sounds a little short here, but 40, I'll give you that.
49th all-time leading scorer. Mikel Brown, though, to go to the line here, he's just 1 for 6 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. But when you go to the line and you see a couple shots go in, that can really do something for your confidence for the rest of the night, can't it?
It does. As a person who loves to shoot the ball, anytime you see the ball go through the basket, it's almost like striking a match, right? I'm always on fire. I just got to strike that match to catch fire. And that's the mentality you have to play with when you have the confidence and ability to shoot like he does. It's just a matter of catching the fire. That's all. I'm always on it. I just got to catch it.
Tatum might have walked, but it's not called. McMillan goes baseline.
Got away with a little push off there.
Another rebound for Rooths, and then how about that? A quick basket for Mikel Brown after his 2 free throws on the drive.
And that happens because he's been pushing the pace all game, finding teammates, and now no one wants to help, and the lane opens up for him.
Khani Rooths got his first college start tonight. He has 6 points and 8 rebounds coming off his career-high 20-point effort in the opener. He started because Javon Hadley is not playing tonight in concussion protocol after taking a hit the other night in the win over South Carolina State. Had started all 36 of his games at U of L as Brown turns it over.
And as he'll learn playing the point guard, those turnovers are the turnovers you got to stay away from, the unforced turnovers. You shoot the ball extremely too well as a team to not have a possession where you don't get a shot up.
Rooths, you know, a guy a lot of people thought, you know, he didn't play a ton last year, but so much potential. And, you know, in this day and age, and you never know if a kid's going to hang around. He said, you know what, the grass isn't always greener. He stayed around. But he also went to work in the weight room. And obviously went to work with his game as well, because he's having a great start to the season as Ruffin gets to the basket. He's fouled by Conwell. That's a second foul on Conwell, but the Cards' first team foul of the half with 17:50 left here as we see a little scramble on the floor. Ruffin not only gets the ball, but gets right back up and then goes to the basket.
He's fearless going into that paint.
He'll get another shot. He had the front end of the 1-on-1 at the end of the half that could have got him to double figures. He'll get another shot at the line, and he gets this one to go. So now 1 for 2 from the line and 10 points for Daeshun Ruffin, the preseason SWAC Player of the Year. A McDonald's All-American. They got a couple McDonald's All-Americans on that bench. Their coach and Ruffin.
Returning the leading scorer in the SWAC conference. So you know he's able to put up numbers in a hurry. And back to your point, seeing it go through the rim a couple of times, you know, get your confidence, get your rhythm. Wow. Sananda Frew finishes above the rim.
Frew with the screen and Brown with a beautiful pocket pass.
Great read, great pick and roll action.
That was the 6th assist tonight so far from Mikel Brown Jr. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Corner 3 off the back of the rim by Kolov, and here comes Conwell pushing it up. Oh, the big fella, he was right under the basket when he got that, Larry.
It was. But Sananda, look how engaged Sananda Frew is, all because he got the dunk to start the half. The backdoor lob, which is what Pat Kelsey wanted. Now he's engaged defensively, getting offensive rebounds, getting guys easy shots. As you see Mikel Brown come off the pick and roll, and Sananda Frew sent it home.
That was the 4th personal foul on it. Daeshun Kolov, and then after he fouled Mikel Brown, I don't think it was intentional, but he almost threw the ball at him, and Cards took offense to that a little bit. We almost had a little skirmish under the basket, but calmer heads prevailed as Brown knocks in another free throw, and just like that, he's up to 8 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds.
Doing a good job of attacking the paint, getting in there, using athleticism, drawing fouls, finishing above the rim. It's almost a cat and mouse game. You put pressure, you touch the paint. If they stop you, you kick it out for a wide open 3. If they don't stop you, you go in for an athletic finish.
This team, a good three-point shooting team. They shoot a lot of threes, but Coach Kelsey makes a point where he said, we want the best shot. We don't count the number of threes we shoot. Get a foul on Rooths over there on the sideline.
Foul on number 9, Khani Rooths. That's his first, second team foul. Jackson.
First personal on Rooths. The second team foul on the Cards here early in the second half. They lead at 65-39. All that Pat Kelsey did last year is Khani Rooths checks out. Casey Pryor back in the game. Of all that they did last year, Larry, 27 wins, 18 ACC wins. They're already going to, they may well do something here tonight that they didn't do last year. Start 2-0. Daeshun Ruffin with it out front. A little pressure there from Frew, but he step back three over Brown. That's not the easiest shot because Mikel's got some length to him.
He does. He did an awesome job of challenging the shot there. Ruffin made him arch it a little higher than he wanted to. But you really see Mikel engaged now after getting a few easy buckets. It's Jamie Mitchell with a big-time block there.
Frew with another offensive rebound. Great pass again, and the foul there on Kobe Butler. So similar. Both able to shoot the three, but also able to get in the lane, take some contact, and score as well in the paint as Frew misses the first free throw. He's having a heck of a game as well. He's got 8 points. He's got 4 rebounds. Louisville with an 8-0 advantage on the board so far here in the second half as Frew misses the second free throw. (31-15) now, that advantage on the boards. Woolley, Rogers, Frew, Pryor, yes, Pryor, and McNeely in the game for the Cards. Kaysen playing for the first time since last November. The steal by Woolley.
Ooh, send it in, young fella, send it in. And that all started with Kobe Rogers doing a great job of one-on-one defense with Daeshun Ruffin. The Cards come up with another steal. Showtime.
This time it's Frew who throws it down, and then Pryor immediately turns to the crowd to get them going. 69-39, the lead up to 30, an 8-0 run for Louisville.
As you see here, everything starts with great one-on-one defense, and you see Adrian Woolen exploding on the rim.
And then how about the big fella running the floor?
Sananda Frew active, all because of a backdoor dunk to start the half, and he's just controlled the paint this half.
Adrian Woolen with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Ali Khalifa with the rebound too. McNeely, a little stutter step. He gets to the basket and scores, and he'll have a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play.
McNeely with a great job with the hesitation. You have to respect him in transition. You have to respect that three-point line. He's able to put Mike Williams on his hip, put him in the basket with a chance for the and one.
From Polka, West Virginia, a polka dot in high school, by the way. Did you know that, Larry?
I did.
The polka dots. But he says, you know what? I'm not just a shooter. As he misses the free throw, could have converted the three-point play, but he's athletic as well. Got to the basket and scored. He has 8 points here. Just under 15 minutes to play. The lead is 71-39. A turnover by Mike Williams. Cards again on a 10-0 run. They've hit their last 3 shots, and Jackson State has 3 turnovers in the last 3 minutes and has missed their last 5. Kobe Rogers with it out front. Rogers, Khalifa, McNeely, Pryor, and Woolley on the court for Louisville.
And that's what made Grayson Pryor so valuable last year. He always provided a spark. He seemed to come up with the steal at the right time. He did everything to help make easier shots for his teammates on the defensive end.
Jackson State in the 2-3 zone there. You see Casey Pryor, who is obviously a fan favorite. They've been going crazy with just about everything he does. Kobe Rogers, though, nice driving into the gap of that zone and the dish to Khalifa, who is going to go to the line now.
Yes, Kobe Rogers is what you call a two-way player now. He's probably the best defensive perimeter guy that Louisville has on the team, but also has elite athleticism on the offensive end of being able to not only get in the paint, but finish above the rim as well. Louisville had been shooting really well from the line. A couple of misses here.
Khalifa hits 1 of 2, 72-39. Louisville now 19 of 26 from the line. Ruffin with a great dish down low. Pryor with the block. He wants a jump ball. I don't believe Pat Kelsey will use his challenge here. That, by the way, is one of the new rules in college basketball. The coaches do have a challenge.
See Daeshun Ruffin with the matchup, getting into the paint, dropping it off to Jalen Tatum, who gets fouled, going to the line for 2.
So you know that case, it might have hit him on the hand. Is that what you saw?
That's what I saw too.
Jalen Tatum, a 6'4" junior from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, with the brightest shoes in the building. This is the second free throw, and Pryor with another rebound, and here come the Cards. Mike Williams knocked it away from Kobe Rodgers. The Cards ball out front, 25 seconds on the shot clock, just over 14 minutes to play. Louisville by 32 on their way here to a 2-0 record as they get ready for the latest version of the Dream Game here on Tuesday night.
Jackson State dropping into a half-court 2-3 zone.
Wow. Rodgers in the corner, a nice screen in the paint from Pryor, and Khalifa, the wide open layup.
Louisville running a similar set that they ran in the first half with a side screen to a back screen underneath the basket, finding the big Ali Khalifa wide open for a layup under the basket.
Really with a block on Williams, but he hit him on the arm, according to Tony Chiazza. And
that was a good call. Adrian Williams fouled him.
Walk us through this, Larry.
You see the side screen, attack it, Case and Pryor setting the screen on the middle man, forcing the back guy to make a decision. Obviously, he stayed outside because Isaac McNeely's a great shooter, which left Ali Khalifa wide open underneath the basket.
He's going to have the paint.
Number 3, Conwell back in for the Cards, replacing.
And so the design of that play is to make the backside forward choose a position. Either take the guy under the basket or leave Isaac McNeely wide open in the corner for a 3.
And they're never going to leave McNeely wide open. Maybe they picked the right option because that only counts for 2.
Right.
Conwell back in for the Cards. Oh, back cut there by Rodgers, and Khalifa tried to hit him, but
it was actually a good thought. Kobe Rodgers wasn't looking for the ball. He had a wide open layup.
Which is maybe rule number 1 when Ali Khalifa's on the floor with you.
Definitely rule number 1. That's why you see Kobe Rodgers pat his chest and saying, my bad, I should have been looking.
Butler can't get that to go in the lane. Here's Rodgers. Pryor will try to dial up a 3 off the back of the rim. Kobe with the offensive rebound. Back to Pryor. He says, you know what, I'll drive in. Can't get it to go. This is good for him, though, probably just to work through as he gets the deflection on the ball. Just to work through, because you talked about it earlier, but the physical thing is one thing, but also mentally to get back out there and make those cuts full speed in a game.
Yes, he's been working out by himself. He's been integrated into practice here and there, but there's nothing like getting at her, playing in front of 15, 16,000 people, full speed. You can't simulate that. So it's good conditioning for him, push through, knock some of the rust off, get him ready for the big game on Tuesday.
So far, he's played 11 minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Mikel Brown Jr., Ryan Conwell, Zugritz, Rooths, and McNeely on the court for the Cards. McNeely to Rooths, who may well throw this down if he doesn't get fouled, and he is fouled. Jalen Tatum grabs him to prevent Rooths from bringing the house down again, but Khani Rooths in his first college start here tonight, Larry, and 6 points, 8 rebounds, a second straight impressive game for the sophomore.
He is just being active and really coming into his own, believing in his ability, really being you know, one of the better players and key factors that Coach Kelsey is going to depend on this year for this team to make a deep run as they are expected
for
to make.
potential flavor one.
He didn't. Did he go for the ball?
My initial thought was that it, you know, was just a hard foul. Looked like he swiped for the ball. I didn't see anything malicious about it.
Okay, here's another look at. Tell me what you think later.
You know, it was a clear path and just kind of swiped. Yeah, it looked like he swiped for the ball. Just a common two-shot
back
foul.
and a slap on the
Yeah,
arm.
a little extra love tap, but setting the expectation and the standard at an even higher level in year 2.
We went to that timeout. They were reviewing that foul on Jalen Tatum, and they just called it a common foul. So Rooths to the line for 2 free throws. It's the first and cannot get the second to go, but Zugris with the offensive rebound. He kept it alive, Larry, and then went and got it, and then Conwell right to the basket for his 15th and 16th points on the night.
Just a score. We talk about his shooting ability all the time, but you see him right there being able to put it on the ground, get to the basket and finish.
Again, Brown and Conwell, both preseason first-team All-ACC selections. But it add another ACC. McNeely misses, and then it's tipped out of bounds by the Tigers. So it'll be Cards ball, baseline out of bounds, and this is Pat Kelsey relishes these moments because he's got so many plays out of these situations to get either open threes or maybe even an open layup or dunk.
He does. Let's see if we see an action here where get Mikel coming in off of a screen for a shot.
Brown comes from out of bounds. That was well defended by McMillian, though. He stayed with him.
It's a great closeout.
Barrel ball 3 from Rooths. 77-41, Cards lead it. 11.5 minutes left to play here. Mo Williams calling out a play over there. Mitchell gets the screen, the hedge from Zugris. 2 on the shot clock, and I don't think they know. Oh, did he get it? Barely got it off, and then he hit it. McMillian at the last second fires up the triple and hits what was his 3rd 3 of the night. He now has 15 points.
Tough shot. Louisville playing great defense for 29 seconds. And McMillian with a better offensive move.
Another paint touch there for Brown, and he hits the cutting Rooths, who now has 9 points to go with his 8 rebounds in his first college start. Adrian Woolley set to check in for Louisville with the next dead ball as they lead by 35. McMillian will pull again, and he is feeling it.
Heat check. Got a little banter going back and forth with Mikel Brown.
Brown gets the basket in the left-handed finish.
We might have woke Mikel up there.
He's fully engaged.
Yeah.
Brown now with 11 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Zugris almost with a steal. He dives out of bounds to save it.
Tough finish.
Mitchell went up, and I thought there was a huge collision down there.
It was a clear foul. It should have been a foul.
It looked like Rooths was going to block the shot, and then there was definitely a collision down there, but no foul called, just a made basket. But Mitchell obviously hit in the face a little bit and shaken up. Let's take a look at this replay.
Ooh, he took an elbow to the nose after the. And you see those stats going across there. That goes back to the last game when you have balance going, 5 guys in double figures in the previous game, but that goes to just showing you guys buying into the culture.
Sidestep. You couldn't do that back in your day, Larry. That would have been called a walk.
Yeah, it seems like the game now today, it seems like all the travel from the NBA has sort of trickled down to the amateur game, and the referees have just kind of
Was that amateur with quotes?
Yeah, right.
Mitchell with the corner three, so he's not too injured. He seems fine.
No, he's not.
81-52 now.
He's a 38% three-point shooter last year, so he's more than capable of knocking down the three-point shot.
17 foul. That puts the Cards in the bonus.
Louisville already in the bonus here with 9:16 left to play here, and we'll be shooting some free throws here. For the final 9 minutes of this one will be Mikel Brown stepping to the line. He's 4 for 4 from the line so far. 11 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds for the freshman. Jackson State started 0 for 6 from 3. They've hit 9 of their last 13 as Brown knocks that one in.
One of the great things about Mikel Brown is that he plays with great pace. Stop and start. He's able to go
not out of control.
Yeah,
like in control the whole time.
He's able to go from slow to fast, and it gives him time to be able to read the game and make good passes on what the defense is doing, taking a shot or finding an open teammate. And that's something that sometimes takes young guys, you know, a little bit of experience and a little bit of time to learn how to do. But he seems to already have that into his game.
Plus, he's so long as Kobe Rogers gets the steal. I mean, when you think of the talented freshmen that have been here, now, no offense, Larry, because you improved quite a bit during your career here. But, I mean, you think of the Purvis Ellisons, the LeBradford Smiths,
Dewan Wheats.
But from what we've seen from this kid so far, he's right up there.
He is, man. When you talk about
Griff wasn't bad as a freshman.
Not bad at all. Not bad. Wes on sale.
Well, Wes couldn't play as a freshman.
Oh, okay.
But Griff averaged, I think, 12 and a half as a freshman, so he was a pretty fair player.
But just his overall ability and knowledge and IQ and just knowing how to play the game. He already has the athleticism, but, you know, when you talk about guys that have put on this uniform and being freshmen, he's right up there in the conversation as far as just being good just as any of them.
I was talking to Mo Williams before the game. He said, yeah, he's like a 5-month rental. So that he'll be in the NBA next year. I hope he's just renting here because he's not going to be here for long. But you can definitely see it. And we saw it this summer. I think it was eye-opening to watch him play for the U.S. U19 team in that FIBA World Cup. Because with the guys, you know, the A.J. Debancha, who was the MVP of that tournament, but really it should have been Mikel Brown. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought.
He played the best and helped lead those guys to the gold medal. And I think that's what has helped propel the hype, the expectations of him coming in to help lead this program to, you know, a big-time run at the end of the year.
He'll shoot the 1-1.
Kobe Rogers to the line now for 1-1. Kobe with 3 points. Knocks in the first free throw. Transfer from the College of Charleston. Scored 16 against Mo Williams' alma mater, Alabama, in the NCAA tournament for the College of Charleston before suffering his own knee injury. And he redshirted last year here and will be a very valuable contributor for this team as he knocks in both free throws. Guys like Kobe and obviously Jamon Hadley hasn't been with Kelsey as long, just the 1 year, but those kind of guys, you get the sense that Coach Kelsey just trusts them. He knows that they're going to do the right thing, going to make the right play.
Yes, because these are what you call your great glue role guys that not necessarily looking for shots, not necessarily looking for stats, but these guys want to play winning basketball. What are the little things? What are the impactful things that I could do to help this team win? You have your Ryan Conwells. You have your Isaac McNeely. Those are guys that you're going to depend on to put points on the board. But who's going to be the guys that's going to take charges? Who's going to be diving on the floor? Who's going to take the assignment of guarding the team's opposing best player? That's what's going to set these guys apart and help lift the team as a whole.
Another dunk for Frew. He's got 12 points and 5 rebounds. The good catch and finish in the paint for the big fella who's hit 6 of his 8 shots so far here tonight. They've done a pretty good job on Ruffin, don't you think, Larry? Because
they have.
He's a jitterbug. He's tough to stay in front of. He's got 11 points. but he's only 4 for 13 from the field. Ooh, cut for Mitchell in the throwdown. That kind of woke him up
when he took the hit.
Took the hit to the face. He hit the triple from the corner, and then the big two-handed slam.
And it woke him up.
Kobe with a nice pass to a cutting Rooths, but he can't finish. And Mitchell is completely engaged now as he gets fouled in the lane.
Fouls number 14, Woolley, that's his score.
Cards up 87-54. As we see Sananda the Fruit controlling the paint, throwing it down. Jamie Mitchell finishing high. Cards up 87-54. One of the best in the league, man. So hats off to him, man, for his career and what he's doing now at Jackson State.
That was one of his 7 sons who's on his roster this year. There you see him, Mike Williams, one of his 7 sons. They range in age from 26 to 3. Mike's dad, Mo, with the 47th pick in the 2003 NBA draft by Utah. Came out early from Alabama. He played for Mark Gottfried at Alabama, and then Coach Gottfried, that's how he got involved in coaching. Went back on, started with him at Cal State Northridge. He's been the head coach at Alabama State for a couple years, and now in his 4th season at Jackson State. Jackson, Mississippi, by the way, have we mentioned the home of the great, Larry, do you know? Lancaster Gordon. Jim Hill High School in Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, Kobe baseline. Thought about dunking it, but puts it up and in.
We call those hard layups.
Mississippi was good in the Louisville program in the 80s, though. Not just Lancaster from Jackson, but also the Jones brothers, Charles and Kent from Scuba, Mississippi, on those Final Four teams as well.
7 sons, that's a lot of rebounding you got to do.
It's from 26 to 3. And I asked him, I said, Coach, I said, you still trying for a daughter? Your wife? He goes, oh, yeah.
It's incredible, man.
Brown and Khalifa check back into the Cards, replacing Woolley and Fruit.
Mike with 7 points so far here tonight. Hit a couple of 3-pointers. 7 points, 3 rebounds for the freshman. Here's the SWAC preseason player of the year, Daeshun Ruffin. Misses the free throw. He has 11 points here so far tonight. 18 now for McMillian and 18 for Mitchell as well to lead the Tigers. Much improved effort from them, I think, from their opener, wouldn't you say?
Much improved, much improved. When these guys played against Illinois, they just kind of looked lost and looked like deers in headlights on the big stage. But today, even though it's a 30-point game, the guys look comfortable, playing with confidence, just overmatched and overwhelmed today, playing against a better University of Louisville basketball team.
Larry, just something you can't coach there with Khalifa, just with a nice little tip, 2 Rooths right under the basket for the hoop. Now Khani with 9 points and 8 rebounds, 11 points and 8 rebounds in his first college start. And double figures in the first 2 games for Louisville as Brown gets the deflection.
And for Jackson, number 21, Butler, and number 12, Williams.
But just kind of a subtle play, Larry, but watch him.
Yeah, as you see this, Ali can't control the rebound, but one thing he can do is control the tap to his teammate, as you see him there. Just another high IQ play, and one of the examples of the things Coach Kelsey talks about when he raves so much about the smarts of Ali Khalifa. As you see, Jamie Mitchell getting up for another jam.
Now 20 points for Mitchell as he has caught fire after he got hit in the face by Rooths, and Rooths answers with a corner triple of his own, and he now has 14 points.
But another great pass from Mikel Brown, pushing the pace, head up, finding open teammates up the court for wide open shots.
That was his 8th assist, Larry. 13 points, 8 assists. Ruffin, everything but the finish. Conwell with the rebound. Rogers the lob to Brown. I thought for a second he was going to throw it down, but he settled it and got it up and in off the glass.
Yeah, he secured it and put it in. Still counts the same, 2 points.
Mitchell out to Ruffin for the 3, can't get it to go. Rogers the rebound, and the Cards are not letting up, still pushing it. Kobe kind of lost control with the high dribble and then had to shoot that. We're going to get a jump ball. It'll be Jackson State ball.
Back into the Cards, number 10, McNeely.
How about this pass, Larry?
Great pass. Kobe Rogers keeping his head up. to the athletic Mikel Brown with the athletic finish above the rim.
Just the old lob to the point guard on the fast break.
It's a different breed of point guards these days. 6'5" athletic guys out there getting above the rim.
12 points and 4 assists in the second half for the freshman, and just 1 turnover. He's hit all 6 of his free throws in the second 20 minutes. 15 points so far tonight as Ruffin gets one to go on the baseline. He now has 13 points for the Tigers. Conwell with the Cards, 9th triple now. Both teams have hit 9 threes here tonight.
Good defense, Jamie Mitchell. And if you're Louisville, when Mikel gets to Brown, I mean, you gotta love hitting the wings, wanting to run. He's great at advancing the ball, pushing the ball, finding if you're open. You want to run for layups and run for wide open threes when Mikel's got the ball.
Khalif, the rebound. Cards 1 point from the century mark for the 2nd straight game. Ruffin settles it, hits the triple, and we'll get a quick timeout for Mo Williams. 99-63. Cards. Two free throws go through the net, hit nothing but net, and then since then he's had it rolling. 15 points, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds for the freshman. And we mentioned that U19 FIBA World Cup team. One of his teammates on that team, Jasper Johnson, the freshman at Kentucky. They'll face off on Tuesday night. We had a Beat UK chant coming from the student section during that last timeout. Zugris, the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Brown, who knows we're talking about him, and adds to that point total.
And that's his specialty. The best time to shoot a three-pointer is off his offensive rebound. Zoo doing a good job of securing the rebound, kicking it out, finding Mikel for the wide open 3.
4 points and 4 rebounds for Zugris. We're headed to one more timeout, 2:45 to play. Cards are over the century mark for the 2nd straight game. Mikel Brown puts them there with the triple from the top of the key. 2nd game last year, this a little different result, Larry.
Yeah, look for him. I did.
It was about that time, yeah.
I did.
You all won there, didn't you?
We did. We did. We did.
A lane violation, so Kobe Butler will get another chance after missing those 2 free throws. Let's talk about that Kentucky game coming up on Tuesday night. Both teams have obviously had some injury issues. Case and Pryor, who just came back for Louisville, and then you have Javon Hadley, who didn't play tonight because of the concussion. They have Jalen Lowe, their point guard, expected to play tomorrow night as they host Valpo. Trent Noah out with an ankle injury. Jaden Quainitz obviously hasn't played for them yet, but 2 of the top teams in the country, and it's just strange to see that game so early in the year.
It is. It's always been a Christmas staple. And I think you have 2 teams that are fairly built similar, right? Great guards, athletic bigs. It's going to be a very, very physical game. Obviously, in a rivalry, it's going to be a lot of tension, a lot of energy.
What are your memories from playing in the rivalry?
I remember beating Kentucky in Rupp Arena. I remember losing at home.
That's Patrick Sparks.
In Sparksgate.
Yeah.
In Sparksgate.
So you're not over it yet.
No, I'm not. So I finished up 2-2.
What were you
in
up,
my
32-6? If memory serves me correct, I think you all were up 32-16.
Yeah, we were up 16.
At halftime, yeah.
We were up 16. They went small ball and was putting Rondo and Chuck Hayes in a pick and roll, man, and they just got hot, man. We were missing, and we had opportunities to win it, but, we put ourselves in a bad position to foul, and obviously Pat Sparks has been a great.
You're still working through it. You want to lay down?
You traumatized me here, Kent. You traumatized me, man.
Ruffin with the baseline drives. He had 18 points. 102-66 is our score, and now we're going to get some of the walk-ons in. Colt Sherman the other night came in and actually put the Cards over the century mark with the triple, the St. X grad. Zugris, Rogers, Kason Pryor back on the court. Khani Rooths still out there. 14 points, 9 rebounds. It's the first time Louisville's had 2 straight games with 100 since 2010. We'll have to really go back to find out the last time they opened a season with 2 straight 100-point games, if it's ever happened. It's a question for Kelly Dickey, the true stat man for Louisville. In the paint, Khani Rooths with the left-handed jump hook. Gets it to go, and how about his improved play, Larry, early in the season?
A good, strong finish. Able to go up, finish through the contact. So watch here, nice cross-script pass from Khani Rooths, taking a foul, finishing with the left hand. Giving himself an opportunity to go to the line and complete the 3-point play.
Rooths with 1 3 tonight, but he's 5 of 9 from the floor, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Coming off a 20.7 rebound effort in the opener. And here comes Will Hankey, another St. X grad and a walk-on. Mom and Dad in the front row down here in the Hollywood seats, and they're going crazy now as their son checks in the game with 1:09 left to play.
But you talk about Khani, you talk about Kason Pryor, you talk about Khani Rooths, 3 key guys coming off the bench for the Cards who are just as good to be able to start any place else.
Hankey D'ing up Mitchell. See if they can get one of the walk-ons a shot here. This might be the last possession we see Louisville take a shot as Spencer Legg is set to check in at the next dead ball. Sherman to Zugris. They're just, everybody's working to set screens to get one of the walk-ons. That ball deflected. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Spencer Legg, a 6'7" senior from Washington, D.C., checks in, and listen to this as Kason Pryor heads to the bench.
Much anticipated debut for Kason, a well-deserved standing ovation.
5 on the shot clock, and Spencer Legg is going to get a chance to shoot some free throws.
Fouls on number 9, Cole. That's his 5th personal. 15 foul.
Always happy to see the walk-ons get in and get a chance to get their name in the scorebook. These guys work so hard. They work just as hard as the rest of the team, and they know their role is to prepare these other guys to play, but to see them get out here and have an opportunity to play in front of the crowd, and Spencer Legg puts it in, see these guys, get their name in the scorebook, is something that they'll be able to, talk about from years on out and have so many memories when they get back together and talk about these moments that they had on the court.
What does that do for team morale? I mean, you were one of the guys, you'd be on the bench right now cheering on who would have been, who were the walk-ons back in your day who came in
Chris
late?
Curran, Brad Giannini.
Oh, Brad Giannini.
Yeah, but Brad Giannini didn't carry himself like a walk-on.
Cole Sherman on the kick out. Now that, wonder if Pat Kelsey uses challenge here with 18.2 left, because it kind of looked like Ruffin kicked it out. Let's take a look at it. What do you think, Larry?
Sean Ruffin, yeah, it was definitely a kick out.
Not sure it's the right place to use the challenge, but he might have won it had he used it.
Had the score been a little different, he might have pulled it out of his pocket here. But I think Coach Kelsey's just trying to get everybody to the locker room safe and healthy to get ready for Tuesday's matchup.
Ruffin with 22 points. He'll finish as the leading scorer for Jackson State. The Cards led by Conwell with 19. Brown Jr. with 18 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the Beat UK chant in full force here. The Cards are 2-0 for the first time since the 2020-21 season. A 106-70 win over Jackson State, and